Hello guys and welcome to the Experience Show. Happy New Year. First episode of the year. I am buzzing to be back with you guys.
Same.
Please like and subscribe. You're not supposed to say you're here yet.
Oh, sorry.
Right. No, you never heard her. Please like and subscribe if you're joining the episodes so far. So for the first episode of the year, I have brought back the most popular woman from last year. By high demand, it's Madison.
Hi.
She already made herself known though.
Yeah, I have.
Why are you still nervous? You've literally
I know,
done one
I feel
already.
like I'm doing it all over again from the start.
Are your palms still sweating?
Not this time.
Mom
I feel like my
spaghetti?
face is sweating a wee bit.
No.
No, okay.
Needs
I'll
to
be
have,
fine. I'll loosen
just
up.
like lie into the chairs and just like, breathe deeply.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
2025.
Another one together.
Another one.
This will be our 25th year together.
Wow. Oh yeah, I was going to say 30 years, but you weren't born yet.
Yeah, no, so.
Wow. So
Yeah.
yeah, because you're going to be 25, because all the years tell your
week
age,
today.
which is really handy.
I know, so when I'm an old woman, I'll know.
You won't forget.
I'll just say, what year is it? And that's what age
And
I'll
then,
be.
I don't get why people forget their age though. Like that's quite often a thing. People go, oh, how old am I? I'm like, how do you forget how old you are?
No.
Anyway, so Happy New Year. How do you feel about New Year's as a whole and like New Year's resolutions and what are your thoughts about New Year in
My
general?
thoughts, it used to really overwhelm me.
Right.
Definitely, like, as a overwhelming feeling.
In
I
what
think because
way?
there's pressure. It feels like you need to start afresh. But we know, like, winter is still for your hibernation.
Yes, I know you're in my head right now because
Yeah,
I have so much I want to say about New Year's, but I wanted to let you talk first before I start making all my points.
I used to dread my birthday, like, 'cause obviously it's so
So
close
soon
after
after
Christmas and everything.
Christmas.
And I just used to kind of, I don't know. Now that I'm a bit older, I look forward to like a fresh age and just, yeah, but I don't find the new year as intense
Yeah.
as I used to.
Yeah, it is quite an intense time. And I think like you said, like I think people put a lot of pressure on themselves at this time, right? So I'm going to go forth with my points now,
Go
right?
on. I'm going to sit
Right.
back and relax.
So first of all, goal setting is amazing. All year round is a fresh start. Every day is a new day. Every day is an opportunity to be a better version of yourself, to move towards where you want to be in life. You
So
know,
true.
all of this kind of stuff.
Yep.
It's always a good thing. So if you're setting resolutions just now, like amazing, like go for it. However, don't put too much pressure on yourself right now to be like, oh, I need to smash my goals because it's suddenly the new year and it's January and New Year's resolutions, I need to stick to them. I need to start them January 1st. Here is why sometimes you can fail, like when you start in January. Like, so there's different versions of New Year that I don't know if it's like different. I don't know if it's like what you believe in religiously or just like what part of the world you're in. I think it's a Western thing to celebrate the New Year on January 1st. It's called the Gregorian New Year, right? So that's like the January 1st that, Times Square, woohoo, New Year's Eve, right? That's that one, which, is great. I
Nice.
honour it, fair enough.
Right.
But that, for me, I don't feel like that's the real New Year. Like you said, I feel like New Year starts when spring starts.
Spring is upon us.
When spring starts,
When the
because
daffodils bloom,
Yes.
yeah, that's the fresh start.
humans are the only like beings that are living out of alignment with nature most of the time, because all of nature is sleeping in the winter. It's hibernation time.
yeah.
Nothing's blooming right now. Nothing's going bang, bang, let me smash my goals and get my petals out. It's, it's time to like
Yes.
integrate and relax and rest and
I've been integrating and relaxing.
integration
yeah.
station, like I always say that when I'm
Yeah.
integrating, I'm like, it's
Oh, do you?
integration
Ooh,
station
okay.
is the station that I'm at just now. So yeah, like winter, like don't put too much pressure on yourself, especially if it's like big things like maybe quitting smoking or fitness goals or something like that. Just start easy. Like if you feel like you don't want to wait till the spring to start now, by all means. I'm not saying don't start your goals now, but I'm saying don't put too much pressure on yourself and don't like be too hard on yourself if you don't stick with things right now, because it's just not natural for us right now to be starting fresh things. And you know what I mean, like if it's a continuation of something you're already doing, maybe it'll be a bit easier. But yeah, we are supposed to be resting out right now. We're supposed to be taking it easy. We're supposed to be cozying up. But like, yeah, write your list and get your visions for the year ahead. But I feel like spring is like the best time to like really start. Like, I don't know what that new year is called. There is a name for it, but
like
it's basically
when bulk comes.
yeah. It's like it's the astrological new year, and it's like the new year of the seasons because spring starts. So I think it's around like when Aries season starts. I think it's like end of March is when it's like real new year, and there is different like cultures and traditions that celebrate new year. That's when I feel it's new year, but that's when you feel like fresh and the weather feels fresh and everything's blooming like we said. So yeah, I think that was everything that I wanted to say. But
Rant over.
yeah, like I just don't put too much pressure on yourself,
Yeah, no,
guys.
so
Like
true. But
goals are good always, and it's always good to have something to work towards. But yeah, don't stress yourself out too much. You are supposed to be resting just now. I've just gave you permission, so if you needed permission, you've got it. But like resolutions wise, like have you set anything for this year? Like,
so I was thinking about this because this is the only pointer you've gave me for this. I've been brought back. What did you ask me there? Oh, my resolution.
she's doing great so
I know.
far.
Listen, I'm obviously the favourite guest, but I just need to get. Need to get used to it.
Right. So just maybe not resolutions, intentions,
I do know
goals.
one. I would love to start reading more books.
That's cute.
I would love to get into my novels.
Okay.
I would enjoy that. I've not read a book in about 10 years or something, but I would like
What was the last book you read?
I don't
Twilight
know.
or something,
Yeah,
maybe?
well, I did read the Twilights and they were great, and I read the Hunger Games. That's probably when I was about 14, Leah.
Yes.
But yeah, and I read some spiritual ones years ago and stuff.
They're my go-tos, obviously. But I also haven't read a book in
But
years.
so I want to read a book.
Any book in mind?
Well, the one that I've brought with me, the Rudyard Kipling one.
Where is it? Show us.
Should I?
Yeah, have you brought it? Is it in the bag? This is the one you're going to start with?
Is it in the bag?
I don't know.
Oh, no.
You maybe forgot to put it in the bag.
It's in the car.
Okay, it's fine.
It's in
So
the
let's
car.
talk about it.
In the bag that I was meant to bring. Oh my God. No. Anyway, I've got this oh my gosh, I can't believe I've not brought my book.
She'll need to show it in the next episode to be like, this is
You
the book.
could give me months of like advance for something and I'll do it 5 minutes before and I'll forget. So it's fine. It's this gorgeous Rudyard Kipling book that Molly actually found me, because the backstory to this is, we, believe it or not, we are actually related. Like, our ancestor is Rudyard Kipling, the original
Who wrote the Jungle
author
Book?
of the Jungle Book.
Like our great
I don't
uncle
know,
or
but
something
it's
like that.
It's legit, guys.
It's legit. We
true.
can bring the family tree.
It's true.
This is our claim to fame.
Yes, this is my claim to fame. I mean, amongst other things.
Some prime minister as well. Oh yeah, well, yeah.
Stanley Baldwin.
Stanley Baldwin is on it. I don't even know if he was a good guy or not.
I
I'm
know,
not
I
a fan
don't
of
know,
politicians.
so don't hold us to him. Please don't hold us to him.
If he wasn't a good guy, we're undoing his
scrap
wrongs.
him. Back to
Scrap
Rudyard
him.
Kipling.
Rudyard's cool.
Gutted I've not brought the book. I'm really sorry, because it's such a beautiful book. It's actually like 127 years old.
Yeah, it's like one of the
It
originals
was
or
first
something.
published in 1897 or something. And it's the second Jungle Book. I don't know if he done it in parts or whatever. It's
Oh, I didn't know there
gorgeous.
was parts.
It's a little book about that size. It's dark blue, and when you open
it's
it
so
up
pretty.
inside, Leah, there's like obviously someone's bought it for their mother's birthday at the time, and
Aw.
they've wrote
You love
in
stuff like that.
in like a feather pen. Yeah, well, I love collectibles and things, so
Yes.
that was such a thoughtful gift from Molly, because obviously I've got one other Rudyard Kipling book in my house, but I would love to start collecting the original copies and stuff. So that was just so sweet that she got me that. It was
Shout
so
out, Molly.
shout out, a
You're
double
so
shout
cute.
out. Yeah, so I'm gonna read that. It's just
That's cute.
see holding it and knowing that it's 120 something years old. I think that's incredible.
That's special.
So yeah, I'm gonna read that first, and I'd like to get back in touch with the
Reading.
book world. Yeah, be a wee bookworm again.
Yeah, I want to, because I used to be really good at reading books. Like when I first had my spiritual awakening, whatever you want to call it, I was really into the books because the books were fully changing my life. like the 4 Agreements, the Mastery of Love, the Power of Now, The Secret, all that sort of stuff, like genuinely changed my life. So I think they held my attention because they were changing my life, and everything I was reading, I was like, whoa, this is like shifting things within me.
No, they are amazing.
Whereas now, like, I've been on the spiritual journey for so long, like, I don't know, I find it hard for things to grab my attention. So I guess I probably just need the right book for like this stage of my journey.
I think my attention spans went so short as well, because you just like scroll on your phone, or
Probably.
even sometimes to tune in and watch a movie's hard, but
Yeah.
when you do it, it's good.
I love
So-
the experience of a book. Like,
I'm really sad I didn't bring that in, because it's so nice, but I'll go home and video it and we can attach a clip or something. Like, I'll be like holding it. It's really nice.
Books, that's a good one. I don't know if there's any
Well,
books that I
thank
feel
you.
like reading.
It's my
but-
only one thus far that I've thought.
So this is the only goal you have thus far?
Well, I'm sure there's other ones, but I'm not disclosing my life.
True.
So there you go.
Well,
This is a good one. I feel like this is good for me.
just being back out in the world.
Just, yeah.
You've got loads of words today, don't you?
You need to just ask me things, I will get there.
So maybe I should discuss my goals for the year then. I guess, like, let me think. I just want to expand on everything I do. So, like, obviously, you know, I go to dance class. I got back into dancing.
You really know who you are, which is such an amazing thing. And you know what you enjoy doing. You know your talents. Obviously, there's still some that you find along the way in life. But you... Even things like this, you doing this, you're such a good host, you're a singer, you're a songwriter, athlete, activist. We're just stealing Bretman
We're just
Rock's
stealing
thing.
Bretman's thing. Definitely not an athlete. But yet, talking about singer and
If you
songwriter.
could do a sport, what would you do?
Dance. Does that not count?
Apart from that, could you do that?
If I could do a sport, I don't like sports. It would need to be something performative.
Ooh.
Maybe like when they throw all the ribbons about and all that.
Oh, I would love to hang off
Wrestling, does that
the
count?
silk thing.
Is wrestling a sport?
Yeah,
Yes.
wrestling's a
I
big
would be a
sport,
wrestler.
Leah.
Oh
Right,
my
okay.
God, I would love to be a wrestler.
Should we have a tussle after this?
Oh, I'm sure people would love to see that. I'm obsessed with WWE. I don't know if I've discussed this in my podcast yet, but my partner got me really into WWE when we met 2.5 years ago, and I've been into it, passionate about it ever since. I love it. I love the theatrics of it all.
Yeah,
I love
it's
the
fun.
costumes, the characters, the storylines. I love that it's just ridiculous. Like, people are like, oh, they're not really fighting, it's not real, but it's like the athleticism
fun.
and the performance that goes into it. And like, if these moves are done slightly wrong, like, people could be seriously injured their whole life or die, or you know, like, these are professionals, and it's like they're kind of like acrobats, I'd say. They are fighting each other,
Yeah,
but it's
no,
not
it's
like
cool.
they already know who's gonna win, but it goes along with the storyline, and it's just fab. I'd love to be a wrestler. I just couldn't do the wrestling part. I just want to do the part where you wear the costume and you walk about with the belt and you be like a character.
I would be a ring girl. If anybody
Yes.
needs a ring girl, I've totally got the
Got the-
package to go with
hold
it.
the-
I might not look confident now, but get me walking around a ring
in
and
a
I'll...
bikini.
Oh God.
What do they wear? Ring girls?
Like a hot pant.
Oh.
God, I look good in a hot pant.
A wee hot pant. Oh, maybe this is a new
Aye.
career move for you.
I would love that. Someone just needs to... I
Hire
would do a
you.
music video as well.
Also, maybe these are some maybe
Well,
this year
yeah,
you should be a ring girl once at least.
Yeah.
And be in someone's
I'm
music
needing to
video.
be in some sort of a sexy car with like
Uh-huh.
a full length fur coat on and like duffel bags of money or something.
So she
And
needs
I'm
to be in a
just,
rap
like,
video then.
walking down somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, because being in my music video does not count.
I know. That
And
was a
that's
good
deleted
feature,
now.
but
Oh, that's now off of my YouTube. Unavailable.
That was a good video.
good memories though, but
We have
anyway.
good times.
Good times, but yeah, I can't just stick you
So
in my
what were
video,
we
it doesn't
saying
count.
there?
Goals.
Goals.
So I was saying I want to expand as a dancer. So I've got back into dance
that
again. So
for
I've got
you.
my confidence back because
good.
like, I didn't really have it before. I knew how much I loved street dance.
Put a pin in it. Another thing I love about you is that you're not afraid to start. Like, you're 30 And you
Yeah.
started dance class, what, a year or two ago?
Well, that was what inspired me to
That's
start turning
amazing.
30.
Some people are far too nervous and think, oh my God, like life's passed me by and that's it.
know.
I can't start.
Such a shame.
And you're like the light of your dance crew. Like it's so
I
wholesome.
love it so much. Like I do have a goal. Like I would love to have my own street dance class. Like I'm so passionate about street dance. I'd love to help Jo. I'd love to be like her co-teacher. Like I'm gonna discuss this with Jo, but like I'm so passionate about street dance. But I want to expand on my street dance, be an even better street dancer. But I want to learn new styles. So I've signed up for heels class.
Leah who can't walk.
Leah who
in a
cannot
kitten heel.
walk or even sit in a heel.
Leah can't walk in a kitten heel.
I decided to challenge myself.
Go on. Love that.
Like the teacher, Lorna, she's
is
fabulous.
it giving the, I mean, obviously eventually, is it giving the vibes of, you know, how the people that dance for Chris Brown? For
That's
the
what
Under the
I'm
Influence
saying.
Song.
Baby.
Oh, I would love that. In my head, I can do it.
Oh yeah, in
my head, I can do
That's
that.
why I'm just gonna do the class, because in my head
Yeah,
I
I
can
love
do it
that
too,
for
and
you.
I need to do it justice. And the teacher, she's like a professional dancers for like Dua Lipa and all that.
wow.
And she's very strict, and I like that she's strict
You
because
need
I need
that.
challenged. Whereas I couldn't have been challenged when I just started dance because I would have just crumbled.
Have you ordered heels for it? Like,
I've ordered
what
like
heels are
dance
you
heels.
thinking?
They're like special dance heels that you lace up, and they're like, I think they're only 3.5 inches. And the
it's a
teacher
start.
says like the goal is to get to a long one. She's like, oh, it's easier to dance in a bigger one. I'm like, I'm not sure about that. I'm definitely starting with a wee one
Yeah,
and
go on.
going from there. But just like to start something new, to challenge myself. Like you said, we watch those videos and you look at them like, I could do that. So I'm just gonna do it.
Good.
Because their Christmas showpiece was like insane. They had chairs, they were dancing to Beyonce Dance For You, and it was pure, like they had like the lace full bodysuits on. I was like, I am joining that class.
Good.
Yes. So that's my
good.
goal. I want
Can
to be
come
in
to
their
that dance show when that one happens?
I want to be in the Heels Christmas show
Okay.
next year. So that's one of my goals for sure. I want to get good enough that I'm in the Christmas show.
Good.
And yeah, just everything I do, like music. I need to release more music. I love it so much. I
love your singing videos when you're in New York and you're just letting loose.
I
and-
miss being on stage. I definitely need to be on stage more this year. Me and Erin are starting a band.
Shout out Erin.
Erin, you are a sweetheart and I love you, and I'm buzzing to start this band with
Love
you.
her.
So we are starting a band inspired by
Again,
Pink
another
Slip.
thing, because why not? But,
Because why
who says you
not?
can't start a band?
We are breathing.
Start a band. I like that with the tambourine. Maracas.
I've always wanted to be in a band, and I
Good.
listen to my earphones and I'm walking about in life going, oh my God, I want to be the lead singer of a band so bad. Like I love the funky pop music that I do, but that's a totally different thing. Like I want to be the front woman of a band. So we are starting a band like the band in Freaky Friday.
Amazing. So you're good with your things. You sound like you've
Yeah.
got it on lock.
Excuse me, like You're
You're excused.
I'm
I'll do it at the
already
same time.
doing the things that I want to do, but even like this podcast, I want this podcast to reach more people. I want to get some of my like guests that I'm aiming to get, like, you know, not just amazing people that I know, but people that I haven't met yet, people that are in
Oh, it'll get there.
the music
yeah.
industry and the fashion industry, and yeah, like just goals about expanding the things that I already do,
Amazing.
basically. And yeah, those sorts of things.
Go, girl.
Yeah,
You go out there and you get it.
totally.
The world is your oyster.
It is.
It is.
Oh my God, remember that when Uncle Stephen...
Oh, I don't like oysters. I'm away.
No, so we were on holiday with our dad and our Uncle Stephen when we were kids, and it was like a buffet, and we were all saying like, oh, we're going to get dessert or something, and Dad goes, oh, go on, Stephen, the world is your oyster or something. He goes, oh, I'm not getting oysters. I don't like oysters. I can't
I know,
eat
but
oysters.
that's even funnier if you actually know Uncle Stephen and how funny he is.
He's so dolly and we love him. Like, it's great. Like,
My Happy New Year text this year was like, Happy New Year to you and Molly. And then he sent me hundreds of rainbows. Like about 20 rainbows.
did he?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Shout out Uncle Stephen.
Uncle
I love that
Stephen's
guy.
so good.
Yeah.
He read canoes as Canos. He's like, we're going on the Canos.
He's funny.
He's
Yeah,
great.
Good guy.
But yeah.
Did you have any other questions for me?
You haven't told me any more goals, have you? You don't really have any apart from reading.
My goals, I don't know.
You should come to a dance class this year.
I would.
At least one.
Leah, before I go to a dance class, I need to go to some sort of a physio or something. If anybody, I mean, I'm not going to ask for recommendations because I could just Google it. But my hips are sore. I feel like I've got sore hips. I don't know if it's because I've got junk in the trunk. But
You've got newfound junk in the trunk.
Why? Well,
apparently not. Because let's start to show some of your Hoarder collection. We've brought some bits for show and tell. So we'll show this while the ass is of conversation. So the ass can't be a newfound thing. It must have just went away and then came back.
Madison, Rare of the Year, every year.
How old were you when you got that?
And I've won it twice. I was 17 or something.
So context, what was it? A school awards?
Yeah, because I had to stay on in school. So, yeah. And then it was like the end of the year awards and you get whatever. I think I also got Biggest Ego, but that's just called confidence, guys. That's what that is. So
this is what I said I admire about.
And it's not that it's always there. Like Leah not forces me to come on this, but encourages me that like it's good.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But the Rare of the Year still stands.
It does.
Before I go to dance class, I
need
I need, and obviously my back hurts as well, kind of from tattooing, because I'm always shaped like a prawn, like so hunchback. Yeah,
you need to get regular massages.
So maybe one of my things should be like to look after my vessel more. Yeah,
definitely. For me too. I'm feeling like getting older. I know I'm only 30, but you start to feel it in your body. Like I need to take care of myself more. Like yes, I go to dance class once a week, but I want to exercise more. I want to stretch my body more. I want to get on my bike more. Oh my God, my partner got me a bike like 2 years ago, like just after we met. She is a belter.
Your bike?
She's called Camila Carrera. She has a thick seat because he got me this seat that's comfy and fits my fat ass on it. It is like a cushion, like a sofa. I've never seen anyone have a bike seat like it.
Holographic handlebars or
I have
something?
got, he's pimped out my bike for me. So I've got like, you know, those rainbow, it's rainbow holographic, isn't it? Like rainbow holographic, like loads of wee bits, purple handlebars, purple pedals, and then it's got my Leah-Brooklyn logo sticker on it.
Cute.
And then my Bands Gang logo underneath. Shout out Bands, my bestie in Mexico. Love you. I rep her everywhere. I have Bands Gang stickers like covering my laptop.
Do you know what's so special about this friend of yours is that
she's the best.
She sends you postcards. She like hand writes you messages and stuff and sends them.
She's the best friend I've always wanted my whole life since I was a kid. Like she's like me and another person. You know how like I would make so much effort with friends and people my whole life and sometimes not get the full effort back. Like she gives me it all back.
Yeah, love that for you.
Love you so much. But yeah, I want to get out my bike more. I've not been out as much in it in 2024 as I was like previous years because it's like really challenging. Like we're going 20-mile bike rides and I'm like burning. Sometimes I've came home crying because my thighs are that sore, but like it's motivating and seeing him riding in front of me and like
Ooh,
it motivates me. Like
I'm keeping up with
I'm like,
you.
hello.
Cycling fast.
And just going on adventures and seeing new places like is so much fun, and knowing like I'm working out my body while I'm doing it. Like I couldn't go on a cycle on my own. Like he motivates me to go. Like on my own's not the same. I'll go to Tesco and back, or go pick up parcels and back.
Get
like
shopping.
Yeah, but I definitely got my bike more this year. But
good.
Yeah, we were saying the other day, like it's crazy how it's 2025 now. 2015 was 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
So what were you doing in 2015 and how have you grown as a person since then?
I'm not sure what I was up to. I was 15 in 2015. I don't know what I did, Leah.
Kissing boys at the skate park, you told me.
Kissing boys round the corner from the skate park, not in public. I went to tea in the park that year, I think.
So you did? I don't know how you did that. I could never.
I think you and Mum went on a pure exotic, once in a lifetime holiday. And I was like, go to tea in the park, it'll be the same. So I did that. That was fun. 15, I don't know. I was just me. I was just a little tomboy.
Floating
I was
about.
just quite happy. Yeah, just.
I know you don't. You got me into The Weekend that year. I remember.
The Weekend. Oh yeah.
He's like her.
But I listened to him a lot before that as well.
You did. That was when I really, really, really got into him though, because I hadn't.
The trilogy.
I thought he was a
album and
band.
stuff, yeah.
I thought The Weeknd was a band, and then you've got me into a lot of good stuff. Like I would say you're the cool sister, but we're both the cool sister.
We balance each other out.
We balance each other, but you got me into good old Abel, and then we went to see him in Amsterdam a few years after that. That was amazing.
And got the wrong train home and ended up in the middle of nowhere.
God, yeah, because it's like the station is Amsterdam Central, and I just saw Central, but it's some blooming other one.
Yeah, like
and we'd gone past all the stops, and I think there was no more trains,
and it was late.
And this group of wee boys were like, "What? Why are you here?" Because it was
pure middle in the village. Yeah,
yeah. Like,
that
but
was
we just been to see The Weeknd, and we were supposed to go back to Amsterdam.
What were you up to in 2015?
Oh, let me tell you, quite a significant amount. So that was my 21st birthday. That was the year of my 21st. I had just came out of a 2.5 year long relationship with my first love. Shout out you. You will never be watching this, and we won't name names, but always fond of you. Had some lovely times and everything, but I had to become my own person.
Yeah.
And that was the year I really started to find myself.
Do you not work in Sugar Cube then?
Yes, so getting to it. So
sorry.
Had my breakup.
Yep.
Ready for single life, ready to be 21 and let my hair down. And yeah, I just had this wave of like, I've never been the type of person to like party. I never went to like parties when I was younger or drank or did anything that the crowd would do. And I don't know, I just had a thought to myself, like, I feel like when I'm older, I might regret it if I don't do what everyone else is doing. So while I'm 21 and I'm single, I'm going to get myself out there, I'm going to socialise. And I got a job at Sugar Cube, which was like it was a popular nightclub at the time. It was one of the most popular. Like, it was really busy every weekend. No, I actually worked there before that. I did PR when I was still with my boyfriend at the time. I did PR for them. But then when we broke up, I got the bar job because I wanted to live my Coyote Ugly fantasy. I wish I was on the bar dancing.
You wore thigh-high boots, didn't you?
I wore that because it was a requirement to wear heels, which I thought was terrible. Because I was like, I can't walk in heels. Like, this is going to be a health and safety hazard. And they're like, well, you don't have a choice. You have to wear heels. And you're on your feet all night behind the bar for hours and hours with heels on. Some of the heels some of the girls used to wear, I'm like, how are you working
That
on
would
those?
be me.
So I got a chunky number. Thigh high.
Nice.
You know what? I've always loved a thigh high.
Nice.
Thigh high, chunky heel. Did the job. They were like, oh, you need to be heels higher. And I was like, no. How am I going to work? Had fun. It was great. I had a great time. And then I went to Magaluf to work.
Oh, I remember dropping you off. You had like fuchsia pink hair.
I did.
All over. The whole head of hair was pink.
I was really into Adidas at the time. I had all like the Adidas like Rita Ora trackies and
Sets.
yes. Went out to Magaluf again because it was like, this is what people do at my age. They go to Ibiza, they go to Magaluf, they have the party holiday.
You need to have your experience.
I'd had a party, actually I'd had the 21st party holiday with my friends from Sugar Cube at the time. And then I was like, I want to go back, I want to work here. Just to have the experience, because the week I spent there was so fun.
You always think, I'm coming back.
And I thought, I'm coming back, I'm coming to live the life, like, fuck it, I'm 21, I'm young, like, you know, I've had fun. Went to see Example and all that in BCM. That was so much fun. He's so good live. He's so good. So went back. I was supposed to go for 3 months. I'd got a one-way flight and I was staying with my pal from Sugar Cube at the time, who was an absolute sweetheart. And if anything, like, the best part of being in Magaluf was, like, I got to connect with her and we had a really nice time together. Oh my God, what a place. It was fun for the first week, I'd say. And then it really started to wear off when you saw the underlying thing of like what it was about and the way people were just smacking my arse constantly because I was wearing like hot pants, like as if like you're asking for it, so I'm just gonna smack you.
But if that's not you weren't partying and that at home, it's not as if you're gonna enjoy that life too much there.
And then like the guys who would like run the bars and all that would be like just being really inappropriate and
just a bit seedy
and say like giving ultimatums of like, oh, you're gonna lose your job or you sleep with me, and Do you know what I mean? Stuff like that. And there was just like no depth. Everyone was just out their face, and I've never taken drugs apart from having a wee bit of wacky backy, which I love. That doesn't count to me. No, like hardcore, like party. Like I've always hated it. So I just like, I got bored and I was like, this isn't for me anymore. Started talking to a man in New York, and
Oh my
I
God,
don't know if I'd call him a man. Let's say a boy. A man. Started talking to a boy in New York, was like mad about him, and then I left Magaluf and went to New York like a month later. And that was when my journey really started. I came home, was super depressed. And then I started having my spiritual awakening process. And since 2015 to now, I've lived in New York. I've lived in London. I've lived in Glasgow. I've lived in Edinburgh.
You've been all
Which is
over.
obviously not the same. But like, it was always my dream when I was a kid to live in London and to live in New York. And I did it.
Oh, you've definitely fulfilled that.
I've lived such a life in those 10 years. And I think that's what makes it like, when I've came to being 30, it's like, I don't know, like,
you're ready for it.
I've done so much. Like,
Yeah.
I have no regrets, and I've had such an amazing 20s. And now I'm buzzing for my 30s because I am like a complete person, and I do know myself, and I've been through a lot to get to this person. So now it's just like focused on like, and now I have my man by my side, and you know, I'm settled. I hate that word. Like, you should never settle in life, but like I've got a grounding and a base, and I'm not seeking anymore. Like, I think in my 20s, like, I was seeking this man of my dreams.
Yeah.
And now I'm just like, I'm chilling, I'm me, and I'm now tapping into my inner child and just things that I want to do. Like, I'm not chasing anything anymore. I'm just being. So yeah, it's been a beautiful 10 years. It's very cool to like look back and be here.
You've had a good time.
Yeah. Let's show some things that you brought from your Hoarder collection.
Okay.
What
Not
have you
enough,
got?
clearly. Half
No,
of it's still
she
in the
forgot
car.
her book apparently. So
I know.
what have you got?
Right.
Well, so she picked me up and she'd brought like loads of, what are those things called? Polly Pockets.
Polly
She went,
Pockets.
Leah, there's loads of Polly Pockets down there. Go through them and see what there is. The amount of
'Cause I'm
stuff.
so-
I'm
I
like,
know, I'm s- I
why
know.
do you have this random cinema ticket for this random meaningless movie?
I know.
All the birthday
But I
cards
do
she's ever
I know.
had.
I know. I do. There's a few gems between it. Right.
Oh, no, get the picture out first, right?
Right,
Because
okay.
this is one of my New Year's resolutions, right?
There's a few explanations to this.
So this is the first explanation.
So excuse the god awful mould all over the back, right? It used to be a nice frame, but Mum sat it outside as like a not a memorial, but like a spiritual portal at the bottom of the garden. Like, this is us.
Right.
That Leah painted, and it sat under
So
the
this
tree.
is why we brought it, right? So let me first explain. One of my resolutions that I need to work on is, obviously I'm an artist and I'm doing really well for myself and I paint jackets and they're fab, right? But one thing I really need to work on with my artistry is human proportions. I'm not the best at drawing humans.
I
It's
feel
really difficult.
so exposed.
Right, so I did the three of us naked, me, Mum and Madison.
Mum sat this in the shop that
right,
all the clients
it's so
used
dirty
to
because
come
it's
in.
been outside.
It would be at the top of the staircase where all of our collective clients would walk by.
But look at
No,
Madison.
it's Leah. I feel so vulnerable.
Well,
even
it's all
showing
right.
this.
We're showing
But it's
tell.
hilarious because Leah has painted her and Mum
Carvalicious.
like just and only up to like the kind of thigh, like just. I've been given like a full peg leg at the side. I've got this huge arm, like in that Rick and Morty episode where he gets this one massive arm. That's like me.
I'm so sorry.
and just I know. And then when I seen it at the bottom of the garden, I'm like, Mum, what are you doing? She had crystals around it and like bowls
And there's
of
a hole now through
bowls
it.
of water. There's a hole right. I have no idea. But do you know what? This will end up in my Hoarder collection, and
Right,
I'll have it
so
for
I need
years.
to work on my human proportioning because I was
But
thinking
you do,
Madison's
because
taller
I'm like
than
a
us.
full body.
She wasn't
and
very
you're-
shapely at the time. She was more athletic and modelly built,
yeah.
right? So I just thought I need to make Madison look taller, and yeah.
Right. I feel exposed. You've seen us. That's it. Right.
So that's one of my resolutions, and that's one of our show and tells.
But
It's so dirty
Have that up in the shop is wild.
It's great because it's not great.
Should I just bring my Polly Pocket out?
Yeah.
Oh, guys, I've got myself in a fluster here.
Right, what have you got?
Right. So this is what I brought, like 7 of these into the car. My Hoarder collection, a lot of it's like this. A lot of it's just in like shoe boxes because it's all random things.
Very random.
This is me and Leah
Aww.
in school. Oh, there's like a wee bit of something. I think maybe that's just how pictures age. Me and Leah in school. Leah, have you got like a vice?
Oh, I
What's
was
that
vice
called?
president.
I was a vice president as well of Campsie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went in the head for some reason.
No, for some strange, bizarre reason, but we got the vice, both of us.
We're both. Is this the only time we were ever in school together?
Yeah, but you
because
were
I
in-
left school
yeah,
early
but you
of
were
high
always
school.
at the like older bit, and I was younger.
Yeah, so I was in P7
yeah.
and you were whatever.
I have no idea, but I've got a side pony with pink streaks through it.
Very cute.
This is stuff that Leah's picked, by the way, because if I picked stuff, I have no idea what I would have picked.
It was so much random stuff. We need stuff
This
that's actually.
is the Miley Cyrus Bangers Tour in 2014.
We love that woman
This
so
one
much.
we went to see in Manchester.
Yes, we went to the Manchester one and the Glasgow one separately.
But I think, like, do you even get a printed out ticket anymore?
No,
It's all on your phone.
not the same,
No.
is it? But that was an epic tour.
That one was so good.
That
the
was a
Bangers
really
Tour.
good. I'm so like that is. I think that's definitely my favorite album of hers.
Here's
It is bangers.
another like printed thing out I've got. So we went to the Busted OMFG.
So that
Zone.
was the more recent Busted. So we went to Busted as kids, and if you go on my Instagram, I've posted a
This is
picture of us.
2016.
We are serving when we went as kids.
Yeah,
I
we are.
had like a furry Kenzo 2-piece suit with a Von Dutch t-shirt and wee boots.
Yeah.
And you
looked-
had like, it was like a white
I
furry,
don't know, something just so
just styling, and we were kids. And I think it was like 2004.
Mm-hmm.
Loved Busted. And then they came and did their comeback tour, which was like Pigs Fly tour or something, because
don't know.
Charlie said he was never coming back, and he came back.
Oh, he must have said, "Oh, when pigs fly, I'll come
Yeah,
back."
because he
Yeah.
went and joined like a heavy metal band or whatever. He's like, I'm going to be in a real
That was the one
band.
I fancied, wasn't it? With the big
That was the one you
thick
fancied.
eyebrows.
I like Matt. I still think he's the nicest Matt.
Nice.
But this one on their comeback tour, they had this option of you like being in the stage. So they had like sort of scaffolding or whatever
Yeah.
behind the stage, and there was like a select amount of fans. There wasn't even that many of us on the stage. I mean, I don't remember it totally, but I do. I remember what I was wearing. I remember looking down at the stage, but I don't remember the actual concert.
Life has been a blur for me, hence why I've like had no input to the
I
whole
think that's maybe why
2015 conversation. I'm like, I don't know,
This
Leah.
is maybe why you keep things, because you don't remember things, so you keep things
Yeah,
to
there's-
remember.
Yes. I think a therapist would benefit
I was
from
going to say
seeing
maybe
me.
we should therapize the situation.
Oh, look, there's that actual picture that you don't get nowadays.
Pardon me.
Well, you do get, but no one goes out.
Oh,
the way
that was
for
an
it, of
actual
the
taken
set.
picture of Miley.
And what is this?
So happy she's back, by the way. I'm buzzing to see her.
So that's
new
like a
stuff.
plane ticket. When me and Jade went to see Cody Simpson.
That was random. You didn't even like him.
Wait, I think we did. Or Jade
No,
really
Jade
liked
was
him. But
obsessed.
yeah, well, again, I just sometimes
Love you,
just
Jade.
go
I
with
know
the
you'll be
flow.
watching this. You loved the previous episode. Remember that time we randomly went to see Justin Bieber and he was just bouncing about? Like,
No, you
I like
won
a few of his
tickets to it.
songs. We won tickets and we were right up at the nosebleeds. But he was just bouncing about in a trampoline.
Right
We
up at
left
the
halfway.
what?
The nosebleeds.
What's that?
It means like you're so high up, your nose could bleed.
Oh,
The nosebleeds. It's a
go
term.
on. I've never heard of that.
So we went and we won like a hotel stay and everything, but we left halfway through because he was just bouncing about. I don't even know
No,
if he
you
was
never brought
actually
your.
singing.
You were like, my glasses.
Oh yeah, I couldn't see because I never,
never
brought my
brought your
glasses, so it was
glasses.
useless. But
You've brought like a full. This isn't all selected things, is it? This
oh no, I
is-
put the
you've just brought
selected
a
things
random-
at the front
'cause
of the
there's-
Polly Pocket.
I've got like birthday cards from Granny and Grandad in here.
No,
I
it was
I
just the
collect a
front
lot.
things to show.
Um.
Oh, your jacket that's in the bag. Show
Oh, is my
that.
jacket in the bag?
Show it. Show
Okay,
it.
guys.
Show it. Show it.
So, I know we were saying that Rudyard Kipling, the Jungle Book man, is my claim to fame, but I have been famous in this lifetime myself.
Yes.
Probably why I'm so happy just being a hermit.
It
And
was
when
definitely a moment, a real
When I was a
moment.
teenager, I think this is why I just wasn't interested in being girly or anything. Like, I just felt like I'd done it when I was younger.
Yeah, true.
But this jacket, this little bomber jacket was, I used to be a pageant queen. I used to be a child pageant queen.
Yep.
And quite a famous one.
Quite a famous
like I
one.
actually, I done well, guys. If social media and that was a thing, then
Google if you want. We'll get into it at some point.
Google me if you want. It's fine. I can explain. Like when you're an adult and you look back, you can see. I did love the pageants. I chose to do them. I absolutely love it.
100%.
Obviously, to be broadcasted on the telly and stuff was crazy.
Yes.
But it is that wasn't my control. I
think we thought it was going to really benefit you and help.
But I mean, it did. I had the time of my life, Leah. Like so this jacket was a pageant in Texas. An international, like from people all over the world, and I was the Scotland. I was the
How cool is that?
I was the beauty queen from
the representation.
Yeah,
I remember you came back with all of these goodies from other, like someone from Guam had brought their wee bits.
So you had to bring so say we took Scottish tablet or something, and there was like big bags in a room, and so every contestant could get one little thing from around the world. There was
how cute is that?
I have a little frog that someone put in, like a little plastic frog.
Did it have a crown on it?
There was something, but yeah, this pageant was like amazing memories from what I can remember. And I used to do pageants with Sasha as well. Shout out Sasha.
Shout out Sasha Bennington. Yeah. She had a wee moment of fame too.
She was a diva. She was so
fab.
cool. She was, honestly,
remember Madison Wandy?
I love them. I love them so much.
They were playing a game in this shopping centre after being in a pageant, and they just made friends. So Sasha had been on the telly before. So when we went to this pageant, we knew her from like her show. And Madison was filming a show at the time, and they just ended up getting along really well. And we went to this shopping centre afterwards, and they were playing a game, and you had to type in your name. And Madison said, "Oh, my name is Madison with one D," and she typed in Madison Wandy.
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 But guys, if you want me to say, I'm not even articulating my words properly today. I'll get there. I'll get better.
This is the first episode of the year, guys.
I've been on Good Morning Britain, so
yes,
I'll be fine.
You were meant to be on Good Morning America,
on Leah's podcast. But yeah, the pageants happened for me because I was in child modelling agencies.
Yeah.
So I must have been about 8 or 9, and my agency approached me and my mum and was basically like, the BBC are filming. They want like three different girls, like a kind of young age range, to compete in one of the first like UK pageants. And I... Listen, guys, I was the star of the show. I really was.
Guys.
No, I'm not kidding you on. I was the only one in the pageant that went for like the glam American look.
Yeah, true.
Like I had the hairpiece in,
you
I had
really
acrylic nails.
Got a custom cute
all
dress
pink
made.
and turquoise. I was just...
Well, you were repping your colours.
I done really well, which are still my colours to now. That was such an amazing time of my life. There's a lot of like traumatic times that go with that as well. There's a lot of things that go on behind the camera that you don't know people are going through in life. So I do feel like pageants was an amazing escape for us three, me, you and mum.
Yeah. Yeah.
But just life is life. Everything is just your lessons and what you go through. But the pageants and stuff time was amazing for me. Yeah. And if I ever... we could expand on it a lot more because it is such
I'm not going to go too deep, but since we're already talking about it, so Madison was on Baby Beauty Queens, it was at first. And she'd have strops when she was younger. She was a young girl.
Which every kid
And
has.
she didn't win. And you're going to be upset when you don't win. And Madison liked to go in a wee mood.
We were there all day.
She was a diva. She was there all day. She was tired, hadn't slept hardly. Like, it's a lot of work for a young kid. We never forced her into it. She chose to do it, like she said. She loved it. We all loved it. It was so fun. But from that being on telly, it did really well on BBC Three. And she threw a wee strop. So Joe Frost team got in touch with us. Supernanny.
Guys, I've also been on Supernanny. And it's fine if you go look it up and you go watch it. But as a grown person, you'll be able to see... I feel like nowadays as well... see TV shows and stuff, they've been more exposed. Like I feel like you used to even just watch The Jungle and Big Brother and stuff and think that's exactly what's going on. Like there's obviously they provoke you for the cameras and stuff And I think as well, when I like was a teenager and stuff, because it was only a few years ago, I didn't get like it bad. Obviously people would say things, but
yeah, we got a wee bit bullied in school,
a
but it
wee
wasn't
bit,
too
but not
bad.
much, because I'm still like me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna, like, it's not a big deal. But definitely now that I'm older and I can look back, it doesn't faze me anymore. Like, it's not.
Yeah, it used to really
be like,
affect
oh
us
my
that
god,
this
like
happened.
that's not what I'm like. Like that was all for like the show and stuff.
But I think it's as well because people didn't know what was going on in our lives. Like, I
Yeah.
won't go too deep into it, but Mum was in a domestic abusive relationship at the time, and it was
Yes.
really bad. Home life was not fun.
No.
Pageants gave us something to look forward to and have fun and
as
do.
much as it looked like, because they made me out like I was a spoiled brat. But obviously at that age, I'm not asking for any of these things.
Yeah,
Mum's
Mum wanted
buying
to
me it
dress
'cause
you in Dior.
it gives her joy. Like,
Yeah,
obviously,
it's fun.
like we said, I like just couture and stuff.
Yeah.
Every kid has I mean, kids nowadays are wanting hundreds of pounds of skincare and everything. Like every wee girl has been like that. But I just feel like, yeah, they just really homed in on the spoiledness, and
Yeah, they made it
things like
appear.
that.
They didn't obviously tell the whole realistic story of what we were actually going through and stuff. And I do remember, like, Madison was upstairs and all the camera crew came, and the camera crew were lovely. Like, for the BBC one as well, really friendly, nice people, but they're doing their jobs of
Yeah.
working in TV and getting
Yeah.
whatever they want to
Yeah.
get. So you knew they were coming. So you're doing all your chores and you're being a good girl.
yeah.
And they're going to me and Mum like, she's being too good. Like,
just being a
we've got
normal
nothing
kid,
for our
yeah.
TV show. Like, she's being
So
good.
they had to provoke me by
no,
doing
they asked
things.
us to provoke you.
Yeah.
They,
And then
they
like
asked us
obviously
to.
filmed me
Having
freaking
a-
out.
Yeah, because
Which
you were saying
I've
like,
obviously watched the stuff back as an adult, and I feel like I am someone who I'm so aware of myself. Sometimes like it's too much, but yeah, I've actually enjoyed looking at it back because I can break it down a lot more as an adult and know. But also the spoiled thing. Mum has worked her ass off.
to give us
We don't
nice
have,
things in
like,
life.
it's not as if, Rudyard Kipling's my ancestor, but Disney doesn't pay us.
I wish.
I wish.
Yeah.
Like, anything we've had in life is from
It's because
from
we've
hard
barely
work.
seen Mum from working, and
It's hard work, yeah. So I like to look back on all the TV shows and stuff quite fondly.
and just laugh now.
Yeah, I think
At the time,
I
it was
think it's
difficult,
fun.
and as a teenager, it was
people
difficult.
People love finding it out and being like, oh my God, Madison, I can't believe like you've done that. Because if that was nowadays and what social media is and TikTok and everything, it would be huge.
They're still releasing it now. Like you said, it was
Yeah.
uploaded again 2 weeks ago. Like, this is
Yeah.
footage from what, 14 years ago?
That was a couple of
something?
months ago, and I was on YouTube, and it's still. I used to get people messaging me on like Instagram or Facebook saying like, "Hi, we're doing a school project on
Really?
like you on my life." One of the girls was from. It was some sort of Japan or
She was doing a school project.
like
on it?
Asia, like well over that side of the world, and messaged me like she's doing
That's so cool.
like in English or something, and they
Uh-huh.
had to write an essay on the pros and cons of what how people feel towards obviously kids getting dressed up and doing the catwalk and stuff. Yeah, I used to always get.
I
things
mean,
like
there
that.
will definitely be kids in it, and you see that from American shows that the kids are forced into
Are
it.
forced by
but
their
that definitely
parents and
wasn't
stuff.
our.
No, no.
You did it, and then I did
I
it.
won
off
in
the
a
back of
bin
you.
bag. Mum put me in a
Yes.
bin bag once, and I won.
Yeah, because it was like
So-
a tongue-in-cheek, like, I can look good even in a bin bag.
Yes.
That was so fun. I
So-
didn't see that pageant because I went to see Beyonce instead. So.
Oh, so you did, and I was really unwell for that
Yeah.
one as well.
And you still rocked it.
Yes, I done really well. But yeah, such fond memories, such fun times.
Yeah.
But there's a lot more to it than what it seems, definitely.
Yeah, it's definitely something to be aware of. Like, TV is, it's not real. Like, it's
and
all,
people have real lives
even
behind
real
it.
life TV isn't real. Like, it's all manipulated to be a certain way, and we've been on the other side of the cameras, and we know
And
how it all works.
I was so young, so it's not as if I'd had like much of my own
Yeah.
like life experience. Like, do you know what I mean? I was a kid, so.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. It was like a moment and then it went away because it could have became like this big thing. Like Molly May was in pageants when she was a kid, wasn't she? Like, but our path is whatever it's supposed to be. Like, I'm kind of glad like things didn't happen from that era.
I'm so grateful that like I've...
Because now it is like really in the past and it's not like people will know us for who we are now and then maybe
I think if you grew up constantly under the public eye, you wouldn't...
It'd be a lot.
I wouldn't be who I am. Like, it would be too much. But I'm so grateful for who I am.
Right. I'm so grateful like things didn't like totally blow up. Like we had like fun moments.
There was so much fun. Like there was such good times through that.
Yeah.
That's one of the times we met Trace Cyrus is because of
I was on
GMTV that morning.
Had I met him before he held my hand at the concert? Or was that...
No, the concert was after.
True. Maybe he recognised me. Maybe he was like, oh, that was the wee girl from GMTV.
Do you know, maybe, I mean, let's be delusional about it and let's say that's what it was.
Delusional.
That is exactly what it was, Leah. It all makes
totally
sense
remembered
now.
me. It wasn't because I was wearing a Metro Station hoodie and I was right at the front. He might have, though. You never know.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, so that was so cool.
But I'm blooming there thinking I've got a chance with Trace Cyrus. I've got full brace face, greasy tied up long ponytail, a wee leopard like all-in-one suit and a big massive Diamante Playboy necklace because
you were cool.
I want to be a Playboy bunny so bad. I was actually in a teen magazine as a like scandal like headline. When I grow up I want to be a Playboy bunny, as if like how terrible is this, but obviously I didn't know what was actually going on. I just watched Girls Next Door and I was like, that's fun.
Sorry, to put a pin in it, I was also in the newspaper once because I sent the Queen a birthday card and she replied to me. And I got like a message from the Queen back. I mean, not that I'm bigging it up too much.
Definitely not.
But you know what I mean.
Good old lizard.
Back then it was
we
cool.
won't go into that stuff.
But yeah.
I just realised your socks say diva. I'm a diva.
Oh yeah, Yeah,
so yeah,
well.
I was in the pageant that I fell at. So I was like,
I would happily put this on now.
You should. I wonder if it still fits you.
I don't think it would.
So this pageant, I like fell flat on my face. Like I was doing the like catwalk thing and I fell on my face. And I remember looking at the floor and being like, oh my God. But I know all the professionals, they get back up and they get right to it. Madonna fell at the Brits. She gets back up and she does her performance. I had to be professional about it. And I came in second place because I held my head high. And
go on.
And then I was in the thing for wanting to be a Playboy bunny.
What is it? Knock me down.
I'll
9
get
and
back
I'll
up
get up
10.
Oh,
I don't know.
Sometimes love comes around and it knocks you down. Just get back up
when it knocks you
down.
I sung that for an audition.
Leah's the only singer in the family. Me and Mum sound like Orville.
I love how they sound. I want a full album of you and Mum singing because it's so funny. Right, well that was nice. We got a bit of the pageant chat.
Thank you. I loosened up a little bit. When I
did say I want to talk about you being a
about.
child star and being on Supernanny and stuff. She's like, oh no, I don't know if I want to talk about that.
Just because
but
sometimes
it came up naturally.
Just because sometimes I've got things I would like to say about it, but it doesn't always come to mind. And I mean, people are always going to have their own opinions and think what they want.
But now that we've got our own podcast, we should be at least talking about it
but
and saying our side of the story.
And I know, do you know what I mean? So it doesn't really matter. I had fun. I had a lot of fun.
Sister.
Amen.
And here we are. I'm still standing better than I ever did. Oh.
Should we start singing songs at the start? Maybe that would loosen me up if we sang a song at the start.
There can be me.
But yes.
That's what we walked in singing because of the trumpet.
You'll be glad to know it's not me on the next one, but I will be back.
I had to get her back for the first one, and this is us just getting warmed up and giving you something to listen to.
Isn't it
and
mad
do your
that I've kept this? What was it, 8 or 9 or something?
As well.
It's so,
love it.
It's so cute. We've done like professional.
I love Cinderella.
She's
my favourite Disney princess.
Good times.
Good times. Okay. Love you very much.
Thank you.
Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Happy New Year again. Stay
blessed.
Stay rested. Look after yourself. Don't put too much pressure on yourself.
Chill out.
Be that you. And when springtime's, boom, we out here.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
Where are we going in spring?
Where at what?
Where are we going in spring?
Oh, who knows? The world is our oyster.
Oh, the world is our oyster. Right. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Love you guys.
Blessed be upon us.
Bye.